did a good job in that first round, and I do think that J-Rock and Noob 3Ks, it'll be interesting to see who the third player is that comes in, but that team could be very strong. Noob 3K, I believe, I know is an EU player. J-Rock, I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing as an NA player, but Noob 3K does a good job with his ping on an NA server and is a very solid player.
They're both actually very solid pyromancers, so I won't be surprised to see a double pyro team. But it seems like Noob 3K is in this practice round at least picking Pathfinder, so we might see him play Path, maybe do a little swap wall action since he knows J-Rock can handle it. I will not be surprised to see that, but I think it'll be very interesting. Very excited to see who the third is.
You know, I would love to see both of them play Pyromancer. That's their main class. That's the class that we see them play the most. And you know, at this point, the Pyromancers are a very strong class. You know, it may not be the best, but given that they both play those as primaries, I could see that as being a very strong composition. What would be the third class you would put with two Pyromancers, Fury?
I really don't know. Maybe a Warden. Warden might be pretty scary with them. Maybe a Pathfinder if they really wanted to get out as much damage as they could right away. And with the control, if they did 2 walls onto a swap, you know that person's going down right away.
That would be if they got a trap into a double firewall coordinated. That would be very, very, very powerful. It looks like Pozic comes in. He is an exceptional player. I'm expecting him to play a shaman. But let's see what they do.
In 2 pyros, I would even pick an assassin, because that's quite awesome as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would pick a Warden, just because I feel the Warden will be frontlining quite a bit, and the Pyromancers are not that quick. Pozic does come in on a shaman.
Gonna give both of them.
This should be, and they do 2 Pyromancers. Wow, this should be an interesting battle here.
Yeah, I really figured this would happen, and if he gives Fervor to both of them, that's going to be a lot of damage from those Pyromancers.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see who Foxy opens up on. If he opens up on either one of the Pyromancers, they do have the ability to rocket jump out as well as molten armor, so the initial burst on a Pyromancer they will get the stun and the damage. Fury, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that. Who do you expect the assassin as you prime Pyro? Do you expect Foxy to jump on the Pyromancers here?
I would definitely expect Foxy to jump onto one of the Pyros at least, because
rather
if
than
you
the
can
shaman.
take out one of the Pyros, bring him into Shadow Realm, force him to block out, then you can have at least your other damage. You can have Brimine try to 1v1 the other, or 2v2. It'll be a 2v2.
Now, I'm not sure if this is a real match, because Reprieve is way off.
Foxy's going for the
Foley opens up on Pozic.
Guys, come on.
Huge damage. Flame Wall goes down by Brimine. Pozic is very low. Pozic is almost dead. Pozic is dead.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was amazing play. Amazing play by Foxy and by Brimine. Huge wall, huge stun. Oh my god. Let's see if J-Rock and Noob 3K can try to pull this one off. Foxy is down to 27% HP. Reprieve healing him up now.
They really need to engage.
It looks like
we've seen this team after team now on a 2v3. They need to engage. They cannot wait for the other team, especially
they cannot
with the
get
shaman.
whittled down. They don't have the health. Noob 3K and J-Rock going up top, trying to see if they can do any damage from up high, try to avoid as much damage as they can. J-Rock down to sub 50%. Noob 3K also sub 50%. But Reprieve is just healing his entire team up. Noob 3K laying down a Firestorm. J-Rock now getting
and Foxy
opened up.
Happened on J-Rock.
Yeah, J-Rock is now getting completely attacked.
There's the Molten Armor.
Molten Armor does not
He
care.
attacks right through it. He does not care. And this one is a wrap.
Noob 3K sacrifices himself. Knew it was over. That was
so Fury. What happened at the beginning of that match? I missed a little bit of that. I was looking at Reprieve. It looked like he was way out of position.
I was looking at Pozic. Pozic got opened on by Foxy, and then Brimine threw down a flame wall, threw down some dots. I think he cursed him, and there was.
Can I tell you what happened?
A Panteras. Yeah, you saw it firsthand. What happened?
Yeah, Fazik dropped down. I don't know why, but he dropped down. He jumped down by accident, was maybe a wall jump he tried to do, but it was a mistake. So, as you see in this game, as soon as you do one mistake, you get handled hard. And as soon as this happened, he dropped down, he was on the floor, he was all alone, the teammates didn't realize that, and that was a combo of Panteras, 3 punctures, and the flame wall, while he was stunned. So, yeah, GG.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive. I have not seen someone drop down that fast in a very long time. To have Pozic drop that quickly was very surprising, but that was excellent capitalization by Foey and by Brymine. Amazing
And
play.
Fury, the one thing I'll say is I think that the map we're playing right now is a little bit easier from a communication standpoint. I think it's a little bit more straight line. That last map, we've seen it in a few different matches, whether it's today or in the past. We've seen, teams get a little discombobulated, and we'll have one player overextended and another two staying back. And I don't think you see that as much on this map.
No, this map is much more tentative at the beginning, trying to do a little whittling. As much whittling as they can. It looks like Brymine's down to 90%, but he did get healed up. Let's see what Foey is going to do. That's what
It looks
I'm
like we
very
have the same
excited to
team
see.
compositions here. They are running, again, two
Yeah, looks
Pyromancers.
same.
Foxy is in a good position here to open up. He's positioned himself well. I think what they were going to wait for is for Bremine to get some damage in there. There, he gets that.
Foey gets knocked out of stealth. Let's see if they capitalize on it.
Foey
No,
does get knocked out.
He does. He
Bremine
just
does
hides.
have fervor. He should block
Double
out
firewall
now.
goes down.
And he
Foey
gets hit
opens
with
up
a
on
firewall.
Pozic,
Oh,
absolutely alone. Does get bullied into a flame wall though.
into a
Oh man,
firewall.
he's down to
Foxy's
57%.
team is hurting. They need to get out of that bubble so they can heal up. While the bubble
New
goes
3K
by,
trying to block away.
we need to see J-Rock and his team push right now.
Foxy's already again on Fazik.
Reprieve
Foxy's
is
all alone
getting
on the
decimated right
bottom.
now.
Foey alone with Reprieve.
Reprieve is at
low.
15%,
J-Rock
down
with
below,
molten
blocking
armor
out.
on. Foey gets
This
bullet
one,
away.
oh.
Oh, huge flame wall by J-Rock takes down Foey.
Pozic is at 30% if they can take down the Shaman, but they're taking too much damage.
Brymine's down to 10%. I'm really
We need to
uncertain
see
if they can pull
Pozic
this
heal
back.
himself here.
Pozic's low, but Brymine's lower. He's at 7% here. Down to 3. Noob 3K with a great firewall. Brings him down.
And he takes him out.
Wow, that was amazing play again by J-Rock's team this time.
So what did we see there? I think we saw Bremine. He got hit with a wall. I think he got hit with a wall. Foxy got taken out. A stealth, and then as soon as Bremine took that damage, it made the healer really focus on Bremine. Bremine needed to retreat because he was low, which isolated Foxy in a 3-on-1 down out in the backline of the other team, which obviously didn't work out well for Foxy. And then from that point, it was all downhill.
Yeah, Foxy really ate a few too many flame walls that match. Really
Not
great
sure it's
play
his
problem
by
fault,
was
though.
more
I
that-
think he opened up at the correct time. I just think that
Yes.
Bremine taking that damage up front really hurt him.
Yeah, and then falling to the ground, him and Brymine were both low. It's very hard to heal two people at the same time as a shaman right now. So that was very difficult for him to handle. It looks like with Foey going down, Foey has now switched to Pyromancer. Double Pyro Shaman versus double Pyro Shaman. This is going to get
Looks
exciting.
interesting.
And Pozic is already at 65% health. Let's see if he can heal himself up here a little bit. Oh,
One
nice
flame wall
bullet
goes
there
down.
by
Another
Bremine
flame wall
into
goes
a
down.
wall, wow.
Brymine with the
Into a
combo
curse of
on
flame.
J-Rock. Huge play.
Well,
Huge
Foxy
play.
is at 33%.
Big Bola. Foey
Nuke
is
3K
low.
is behind them, eating into Reprieve. And I don't think Reprieve knows it because he's taking tons of damage
Noob
from
3K
behind.
throws down another wall.
Reprieve
Huge
looks
walls. Noob 3K takes down
Reprieve
Reprieve.
is down.
Huge. Pozic is now stuck in place, trying to block. Foey is low. He might go down to this Curse
Foey
of
will die,
Flames.
it looks like.
He
Foey
does
is
go down. Oh, wow. Okay, so Pozic's team looks to be taking this round 3. That was very impressive. After losing the first round very, very badly with Pozic dying instantly, they just mopped the floor with them on this last map. That was very impressive play. Great flame walls.
So, did he vote to win? Is it?
Yes, devoted wins.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
you know what I'll say? That the Zealous team was a team that when we today I was very, very impressed with, and it was good to see the Devoted take them down there. The Zealous team did do very well though.
Yes, that was a very intense match. Lots of flame walls going down. Lots of Curse of Flames. Looked like too many people were eating Curse of Flames that round because they didn't want to stand next to their teammates and encourage a wall.
So Fury, I think for those watching, in terms of identifying whose firewall is what, so if you're spectating and you see that the team is red to you, which means they're the enemies, then the red team the red team, when their names are red, they'll have a higher firewall, right? So if
Yes.
it's an enemy firewall, it's a more dramatic firewall effect versus a friendly firewall is going to be lower. And so the way when you're spectating to know is look to see which team's green and which team is red, their name tags. If it's red, then the red teams will have the higher firewalls. So that's how you'll be able to tell easier when you watch in terms of which firewall is affecting which team.
Indeed. The smaller, more transparent flame walls are for the green team, and the very dramatic ones are for the red team.
Now this should be a good match. We do have BD Crop's team coming in. He hasn't played as much recently as we said, but I think Forge is one of those games. It's like riding a bike. I think he'll be right back where he was when he left. Rive is playing a shaman. I think we have seen him on that. We do see him quite often on a warden, though. But I know board game, from my understanding, does primarily use assassins. So this does not surprise me. This team composition.
They have a lot of control, lots of stuns with this team. I will not be surprised if they can take one person out very quickly, try to CC the other team while they whittle one down. I would be surprised if they attacked a shaman first, but my guess is they're going to try to jump on Rethink. Rethink is playing assassin, and if Rethink opens, I think that board game is gonna open on him.
So Dollparts, I have a question for you, as I know you play assassin primarily. When you see an assassin team against an assassin team, what do you think of the strategy of waiting for the other assassin to open and then opening on him? I know with the Shadow World it makes it a little bit confusing and difficult, but what are your thoughts there?
To be honest, when you want to play competitively arena, you don't play aggressive with the assassin. You're more a peeler. Your job is to keep the shaman alive. If you go for aggressive play, well, then your teammates have to be capable of dealing with situations by themselves, which is sometimes hard. So if you have good people which you can play, and you can say, okay, these people know what they do and they know how to get out of a tough situation, no problem. But if you're in a pug or in a random arena match, your main target or main source for playing as assassin is to be really a peeler for your healer or for your pyro or for anybody.
So I think based on that, you would support the notion of waiting for the other assassin to open and then opening on him. Of course,
yeah. Because as soon as you open on the other assassin, he has no way to get any away, except he does some good play with a Shadow Leap or Cope.
He'll be stunned, so he can't Shadow World while he's stunned, so you're still going to open up some damage on him. If for some reason he takes your assassin under the world, then you just open up on somebody else.
That's correct. But most of the times, if you can get it going, like, really good, the most of the assassins panic and then don't even try to Shadow World anymore. They just try to run away. But as soon as you have 2 dots on him, or 1 going, he's dead.
Alright, looks like the teams are ready. We got Zealous and Devoted.
These look
very, very interesting teams. The comps are
2 assassins.
2 assassins from Zealous. Wow. That is very impressive.
It'll be interesting to see what their healer does. Rive will feel as if he is alone the entire game. But let's see how it pans out.
They're gonna have to have one person bodyguard him, but no, they're just going straight in. Rethink is too scared to open right now. There's no way he can really open. Does get stunned by board game. Rethink getting opened on right now. Getting lots of punctures on board game. Oh, Rethink with the reversal. Gets a Pantera's on board game. Looks like Alec Flamebursts up, tries to get away. But Rethink now alone versus 3. Board game is now Pantera's on Rethink.
Board game is low.
Rethink is down to 23%, 29%, I believe. Yeah, 29%. Crop and Board game have shifted their focus to Alec. Alec is very low. Cannot get very many heals from Viz.
Rethink has opened up on Rive. Finally, we've seen the shaman get attacked.
Flame wall, huge flame wall by Alec.
Oh my.
Rive is very low. Huge reversal right there. Huge reversal. Rethink and Alec take down the enemy shaman. Crop now getting punctured by Rethink. He jumps up on Viz, gets bullied back down, but he does lay down that smoke screen to try to get away. Another huge flame wall by Alec. Wow, that was insane play. Absolutely insane play by Rethink and Alec. Board game opens up on Rethink. Crop opening up on Rethink. Gets bullet away.
Good bowler.
Now, if they can keep the pressure on here,